Rihanna is facing some backlash for including Johnny Depp in her Savage x Fenty Volume 4 fashion show. The Pirates of the Caribbean star made a celebrity cameo in the famed fashion show wearing Savage x Fenty loungewear, while Outkast's So Fresh So Clean song plays in the background. The actor sported a monochromatic pajama set with a short robe as he walked through a forest-like set. Following the show's debut on Prime Video on November 9th, fans had mixed reactions on social media regarding Johnny's cameo. Some were disappointed with Riri for including the Sweeney Todd star in her show. One user tweeted, "I'm so confused why he's getting praise. Rihanna, this is not you. I figure out of anyone, you would know what sexual assault is." Another added, "Rihanna, what is this?" with another tweeting, "Disappointed doesn't even begin to describe it." But not everyone is upset with Rihanna's decision. One fan tweeted, "Y'all, Johnny looks so good in the Fenty show. Very happy for him, he deserves it. The whole show is fire. Hashtag thank you Rihanna." With another adding, "Rihanna, thank you for featuring Johnny Depp in your Savage x Fenty fashion show." Johnny's modeling gig comes months after a jury sided with his claim that his ex-wife, Amber Heard, had defamed him in a 2018 Washington Post op-ed, in which she described herself as a, quote, public figure representing domestic abuse, but did not mention Depp by name. Johnny was awarded more than $10 million in damages, while Amber was awarded $2 million in damages in her defamation countersuit. Leading up to the Savage x Fenty fashion show, Access Hollywood's Scott Evans spoke to Bad Girl Riri about preparation for the runway, and she also gave an update on her newborn son.
Only you would decide, you know what, when I come back and do this thing, I'm going to do all of the things at once. We're going to do Fenty Volume 4. We're going to do Baby. We're going to do Tour. We're going to do Super Bowl. We're going to do every album. We're going to do all of that at the same time. Was that always the plan?
Oh, can you plan a baby like that? Like, the baby comes into play and then everything shifts.
Really?
So, of course. Because that's the number one priority. You can't delay a baby. You can't be like, push back the due date. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. So things are going to have to adjust. Yeah. And, that's a challenge in itself, and I love it. I love it all.
It's amazing to me to think of you months after giving birth, on stage, rehearsing, getting ready, gearing up. Like, what was it like the first time you got back in those heels after the baby and was like, okay, so this is the music that we're going with, okay?
It's crazy. Actually, getting back in heels was tough. It was like I wore heels throughout my entire pregnancy, right. And after you give birth, it's like, oh, this is different. But getting back into making music, getting back into studio, getting back at work. I was back at work 3 days after I gave birth.
What?
Literally on a Zoom call for Savage. Because, these are things that can't... These are there are also other due dates that you can't push back. Things like Savage, things like the show, things like loungewear. We're also launching sport. Yeah. So if I didn't get on that call, honestly, we wouldn't have sport be a part of this show.
Whoa.
So it was important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because you think about sport launching with this show, you becoming a part of sport in a major way. I think I saw an announcement that said the National Fenty League.
Yes.
Like the NFL was like, nah, we changing the name.
My fans live for that too.
The Navy was like, yeah, get me. Yeah, Dad. I mean, what does it feel like to? First, tell me this. You get the phone call. What happens on the phone call that you say, yeah, all right, yeah, we'll do it now?
No, it was definitely not, yeah. It was like, all right, let me think about it. No,
hold on.
And I delayed it, and it was probably one of the latest announcements that they've had, but I really started to think about it and truly consider it when I was going through my music, and I realized, like, yeah, like, I could
I could do this.
I could celebrate this. Like, I often get so overwhelmed and intimidated by stages like that,
right.
Like award shows, things like, so Super Bowl is like
major,
huge,
major.
Yeah.
Has ASAP yet said, babe, let me 2 minutes, let me just
Oh, that's what you would do, huh? You
just
one of
to-
those.
Babe.
You one
Babe.
of those.
He's like holding the baby. He's like, babe, just come on. Has he played yet?
He was one of my biggest supporters in making the decision to do the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like,
Gotta do it.
You got this. You could do this.
I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
I love the team that you two have become for one another and for your family.
I do too. It's amazing to have a friendship, like be the center of our entire family, and I really love it.